listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session at the Nasty Table.
I have always believed that mastery is simply a function of refined patience. Kintherix agrees. 6 stones scattered, 1 already accounted for.
I have named the construct Gertie. Gertie wants to play one last game first.
And her chest opens up. Yellow stone, almost hovering in the center.
He stopped moving. I did not know that could happen. I think I made a mistake.
One helper touched another helper that was quiet yesterday. Today, the quiet one moves fast and hums like the first.
Cast an illusionary object, and I want it to look exactly like that shiny stone that was in her chest.
Everybody roll for initiative.
Damn, Gertie.
Fucking joke. You're so sensitive.
Okay, we got all that shit out of the way. We talked about a lot of stuff. Can I please have a recap of that last session?
We could learn more about what Vinwald does, if anything.
Yeah.
If we end up bringing her as, like, we don't even know what she's going to do to
Yeah.
her Warforged.
I
What
was
if she's
gonna
like, I don't want to kill my Warforged?
Yeah.
Like, you have to kill
Those are her
them.
babies.
If we bring Gertie, like, and then she kills a whole bunch of fucking, like, Cerninian, like, guards or whatever the fucking case is, like, just, like, goes on, like, fucking,
Fuck yeah.
like, just full genocide, like, are we bringing her with us to the next location?
Oh.
Like, what are we doing after that happens?
Wait a second. Do we...
Have fun, Gertie.
I mean, like, what are we just gonna leave her? Or is she coming with us? And then what? We can't deal with her forever. We can't do this. We can't be married to Gertie, dude. It's not gonna work.
Gertie, we need to talk.
Alex, did you say that Kree knows that this stone is the source of all the Warforged power?
Honestly, he doesn't know for sure. He's not 100% sure, but this is the heart of the thing that is making this army of Warforged. And presumably, if you remove this thing's heart and kill it, whether you kill it or not, if you pull the heart out of this thing, you can assume that this is the thing that is making all these Warforged, and therefore the source of the magic.
So, if we leave this dimension without Gertie, the stone's immediately destroyed.
Correct.
Yeah. So does that mean that
If we leave, what do you mean? If we leave,
if we
without Gertie?
leave
If we
the
leave with
dimension, because
stone?
I'm gonna attune to this thing. So now it's my fucking shard. If we dip, anything that was in the old shard is just eviscerated, spread across the clockwork nirvana.
In
So-
infinite equal portions.
So this
Anything but
stone
eviscerated,
that could
that's
be their,
Summarily eviscerated in infinite equal portions.
their power
No death saving throws.
That's the place to be.
is gone immediately.
Yo, you want to come with me and my boys? We're hitting up the clockwork nirvana of Mechanus. We're going to be summarily executed and spread into equal infinite portions across the entirety of the plane, bro. Dude, Stacy's going to be there, bro. Please, come on.
Nick, do you have spell slots?
No.
I don't think I have any either.
No.
And we can't rest in this place, right?
No key left.
I have 0.
We can't even get a boner at this point, dude.
takes 4 days to get a
Can't even get a fucking boner. We don't have spell slots.
Do you
No,
guys
none.
do you guys think Gertie can be reasoned with?
reasoned with or convinced? Tricked.
Both.
Maybe tricked.
I think Gertie can be tricked.
I think tricked.
So there's a chance that right when we leave this cube, all the Warforged just shut down. They just power down and fucking die.
That's true.
But if that happens, are we just gonna get murdered by this army?
No, we're gonna be
maybe we
like,
should-
we're gonna be like, look, we just stopped the army.
That's a good point. That's a good point. If that happens, be like, hey, we fucking did it. You're welcome.
That's true.
Thanks for killing those cracked Mesa clans. They were trying to stop us.
I got the pommel and the ribbon.
What's a ribbon do?
Gives me a buff to grappling checks.
Oh, shit. And the
That's
pommel
a
was like a
sick one.
grenade, right?
Yeah, it's got 2 charges left.
I'm interested in the book, but I don't want to read it. I just don't want to get rid of it.
No, we shouldn't get rid of it.
So, within a laboratory in a planar shard of the clockwork nirvana of Mechanus, interim adventuring guild party number 4 find themselves trapped with a dangerous, yet naive, creature. The Warforged construct known as Gertie, more withdrawn now, poses idly at a table along with a small crystal creature who she fiddles with. Rook, continuing the drawn-out process of making a healing potion, Levi, in a focused state of attunement with the Nemesine cube, Honto, perched on a wall overlooking the scene, and Kree, nestled safely within Rook's bag, whispering unanswered prayers. An awkward scene of eggshell walking. Time will pass, or perhaps seemingly pass, until Rook has finished his synthesization, about an hour or so. In that time, Gertie's demeanor does not change. Withdrawn, socially ostracized, away from you 4. What are you guys doing?
Can I attune to this cube table next to where Rook is? I kind of want to watch and just make sure that he's doing what he needs to.
Yeah, the nature of attunement, you just need to keep an unending focus on it for 8 hours, which I know is a big ask, so I'm gonna have, obviously some leeway. If you want to have conversations, that's fine. If you want to do small tasks, that's fine. You just can't let go of this cube, and you can't, really, really break your focus in, combat or something like that. That would interrupt it.
I could use the forge, though, right, to make a bunch of shit?
I'm gonna say no, sir. No, sir. So yeah, stepping over to Rook and watching his process.
I imagine I'm going really slow and just maybe even shaking while I'm grabbing things.
Yeah. And it's also hard, after dealing with this combat with Gertie, and then also in tangent trying to remember the specific processes that she was going through. Maybe you mess up at one point and have to pick out certain petals of this reagent that you're using because you added too much, but you're beginning the process. You feel confident enough in it. It's going to take you a while to do it, though.
I'm just working on it.
Okay. Honto's still perched.
Yeah, I think if I see, my comrade is doing stuff that they want to do, and this thing just popped off on us, I'm just checking tape on this guy, just watching him. Gertie.
Yep.
Making sure he's not gonna target us anymore.
Roll.
Is that a she?
No, it is,
is.
but I don't care. It's an animal. It's an animal.
Whoa.
Roll insight.
10.
Gertie is definitely withdrawn, the furthest table away from the 3 of them, Kree obviously in the bag, still kind of watching over this little crystalline creature. But she's almost sunken down a little bit, lowered to the ground, jittery a little.
Yeah, I just watch.
Okay.
As I'm watching Brooke make this potion, Kree, are you still mumbling to yourself?
Yeah, but after, enough time of just a lack of response or anything, I kind of just shake my head and then peer my head out of the pouch.
Long cobalt snout extends out from the pouch as Kree looks on.
How bad do you need that thing? Rock in the chest.
Not bad. at all. I'm fine.
Enough to almost get yourself killed, though. Think that's really the best way to go about it? I mean, I know you got magic, but force? Thing's a fucking idiot.
What are you doing with the cube there?
Getting us the fuck out of here. I can get out of this dimension, this portal we're in. I need time.
How much time?
Hours in here, but all right, how close is Hanto?
I'm listening in if you
Yeah,
guys are talking.
okay. I don't want it directly. I mean, it doesn't really care, but try not to be loud enough for Gertie. This thing, it's got us trapped in this place, but we can get out right where we came in. The only thing about time here is it moves different. It moves slow. We got about a minute, maybe two, that we've been in here, in the world back there. So whatever mess we left, it's still sitting right there where we left it. We'd pop out there, but we'd be out of here. The other thing, though, and why I brought up you needing that stone is when we leave, it's mine. It's my cube, and all these rooms, all these puzzles, all these things, they're gonna be gone, scattered, not to be found again. So whatever it is you fellas need in here, bring it with you.
You're telling me that Gertie, if we leave here, and the stone in her chest, they'll go away?
Yeah, if we leave her here.
Is this like an instantaneous thing? Like once you are ready to do it, you just snap your fingers and then we go, or what?
Yeah, just gotta. Yeah. Anytime you need.
I smile. Well, I think that makes things a bit easier, don't you? If we, and I'm like pointing at her chest, if we pull that thing out of her chest, and the moment we get our hands on it, then we get the fuck out of here.
You getting your hands on it?
I can get my hands on it.
I'm not making decisions here. I'm just here to touch a cube.
I'm hearing all this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
they're
right next to
right
you.
next to you. Kree's in your bag.
Can I what kind of like valuable items and such are like within arm's reach of me right now?
What does Rook find valuable?
I mean, I know I have like ingredients to make healing potions. Are there extras?
Yeah, there's some smaller like bags.
Can I start shoving that type of shit in the SL bag?
Yeah. So the one that you're working at right now, there's two small bags. One of them has like these dried out like stems. The other one looks like it's like some sort of powder.
Stems and powder?
Yep. However, the equipment that you're using to synthesize this, and Levi would know this too. I mean, it's the combined contents of an alchemist supplies kit, which is like somewhere between 40 to 50 gold pieces in totality. So I'm talking about like the beakers, the test tubes, the burners, that kind of
I
stuff.
can't grab any of that.
You can, but you're using it right now.
Yeah, that's it.
How long has it? It's only been a couple minutes, right, since we've started this process. This is the very beginning.
Yeah, you're probably like 15 minutes in.
And there's 8 hours.
I don't know if Rook knows that, but Levi knows
Okay,
that.
I
Yeah.
want to ask that as Rook.
Anybody else in this room got 8 hours? They want to be the cube bearer.
Do I have to like? I just have to hold it in my hands.
Yeah, but are you stealing a stone in 8 hours? We could be here for longer. Yeah, if you wanna attune to it, there's something else I could do.
Well, unless if anybody else wants to steal a stone.
Why don't we just stay? Just leave the stone behind and get out of here.
We can't do
Leave the
that.
stone. What if we
If
leave
the stone is in this room when the cube is ready to go, then I'm staying in the room with the stone. I swear.
And then you're gonna be vanished.
That's
Right,
better
Levi?
than whatever
Vanished?
punishment waits for me.
The cube is yours now.
Maybe it's the right choice for Kree to have it. I don't.
You're
You
gonna
make the
die if you
decision.
get it.
When he's ready to go, we'll make that decision.
You want me to attune to the cube?
Unless anybody else wants to do it.
Give it to Kree if he wants to do it. I do not oppose him. I don't want to do it.
Alright, I hand the cube to Kree.
Breaking your concentration of attunement. Kree, into your hands is placed a unusually heavy square stone, cubish in nature.
I just want to read real quick.
Take your time.
Like, does it specify if it's an instantaneous thing once I attune to it?
It
Yeah,
says
it's
as an
supposed to-
action you can leave. As an action you can exit. So it doesn't even say you need to be touching it to exit.
If you want to talk out of character and explain the exact properties of this stone, since I believe you've read it the most times,
Hmm.
you're welcome to.
Yeah, I mean, it says you have to be touching it to go into it, but I don't even think you need to be touching it. Just attune to it, and it says as an action, you and up to 6 willing creatures can leave.
I don't have to touch it to get.
When
us outta
inside
here.
the shard, the attuned creature, along with up to 9 other willing creatures, can exit the shard as an action. When exiting, the creatures will appear within 5 foot of the space they originally entered from. If the space they originally entered from is busy, whatever, roll them a D100. Nobody roll a 1. Within the shard, time flows differently. When leaving the shard and entering again, the nature of the shard is exactly the same. What the? Where's the new part?
Well, there also does include the caveat that if you're not holding the cube, or no one is holding the cube when the cube is exited, you might be in a tough spot because the cube is then in the shard and you won't have the cube outside the shard.
Okay, so but somebody else can be holding it,
But
and
then,
then Kree as an action.
but then that person, if they're not attuned to it, would need to attune to it and then reset the shard and do another 8 hours to attune to it while inside the shard.
Fuck. Fuck it. Reset. You focus on stealing a stone. Kree, I will attune to this cube. It'd be too hard to identify. If you get it, we can identify it in another way.
Perfect. As you are attuning, Levi, I know I'm on Rook's shoulder, but I want to tap Rook on the shoulder and also look at Hanto and say, did you hear that? I know that there's an easy way out of all of this for you, and I understand if you have that desire to not try to get this stone, but I beg of you. I need that stone. We are so close to this stone. I could use your help.
If we can get out of here, I'm not going to die trying to get the stone, but until there is a danger, I'll help you. But once we get out, I'm getting out. You, Kree, are more important than the stone.
I agree. It's life or death.
I don't think that you understand the consequence if I don't get the stone. I probably haven't conveyed it to you.
Has your God led you to this very spot?
He has. He has.
Your God
failed him 2
dragged us
times.
3 with you?
He has.
What do we play in this? What part do we play in getting this stone? What?
I don't know, to be honest with you, but I know for you, Rook, especially, that we have asked a lot, and I know that this is just another thing. But
You've been damaged, close to death, and you're still so fixed on this stone.
I'm not feeling too great right now, to be honest with you, but I'm just going to tell both of you the truth. I am going to, when the cube is ready, I'm going to try to get that stone one more time.
As long as it doesn't screw us up getting out of here, do what you want to. If you have a plan, you need help, I'll give you a hand. But like I said, I'm not dying for that stone.
I don't have much of a plan now, but hopefully a few hours from now when this thing is ready, I will.
Why do I think, I don't know why I read that last time, that immediately when I leave, everything's eviscerated. It's when I unattune.
No, it's when you attune, exit, and then re-enter.
No.
On entering the shard for the first time, once a new attunement is made, the nature of the shard is a 35 by 35 by 35 foot room.
Yeah, unattuning to the cube while outside the shard will remove any enhancements and revert the shard to its original nature. When the shard reverts, any object inside is gone forever and any creature inside. So I don't have to go back in.
Okay, so that's an interesting question that you're now taking a look at, maybe even considering in your own keen mind. You're not attuned to the stone right now. If there is a nature to the shard, that means that there's an attunement in place. Somebody else is attuned to this shard.
Oh, fuck! Why would you let me... That's crazy. If I was drunker, I wouldn't have read this.
Well, that has nothing to do with the attunement now, but it's more so...
When I attune, somebody's gonna unattune.
And when you... That's fine until...
Everybody dies.
No. Until you leave the shard.
Unattuning to the cube, well... How do we know who's attuned to the cube?
You don't.
What if somebody who's outside the shard right now is attuned to it?
How can someone unattuned to the shard not be in the shard right now? You need to have the cube in your hand in order to leave the shard. If that's not explicit in there, this is the DM saying it.
Okay. And it would come with you if you had it in your hand?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And
Because that's the whole thing, is...
This is the key. You would never be
yes.
able to come back in.
Yes.
If
You would
you
be
didn't
forever locked out.
Yes, okay. Do I... magic, knowing what I know about magic and attunement, would I think that a creature like Gertie could attune to something like this?
You don't know the nature of Gertie. You have no... I mean...
Okay.
It's a sticky wicket. Creatures can attune to magic items.
So what were you saying that I was wrong about to begin with this whole thing?
You need the cube in your hand in order to leave it.
Yeah, so I'm saying, but with the second we leave the cube, if I attune to it and then I say, we're leaving right now.
Everything in there is gone.
Why?
Because you're a new attunement.
Yeah, but I'm going to be a new attunement in the cube.
Yes, and once you leave, let me read it exactly to you. Next to the shard, blah, 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 and space creature appears. Within the shard, you're not required to eat.
So we're understanding the loop of the shard, okay? And it's basically the door into this closet, the office. We'll call it the office. We know how you get out. We figured that out with the rules, and now we know how we get in. But that's not how we got in. We got in because a fucking portal just opened up. So
there's another way in and
There's
out?
this third way, somehow, that we can get in. I don't know if that means out as well. Well, we didn't see this portal specifically that we went through stuff coming out of it. We just got sucked in. So we don't know for sure about this specific portal, this location. If stuff can go out, but can go in? Fuck yeah, that's how we got in.
Like, the second I attune to this in the shard, it's not going to eviscerate everything in the shard.
You have to go
right?
out, and once you leave, it's a new shard. You go
Okay.
back in, it's fresh.
I want to make sure that the second I attune to this thing, I'm not just going to murder everybody.
Correct.
Okay.
It's not going to happen.
Cool. All right, yeah, then I'll continue to attune
Yes.
to it.
Yes.
We can also assume that
You
Gertie,
you see Levi like panicking for a second, like picking the shard back up, reattuning for the 4th time.
like if Gertie's making the Warforged and sending them out and everything, we can assume that Gertie, is at the very least tied to making these portals too.
Yeah.
So, and like you can get better at using this cube too. So, it's even possible that Gertie is the current creature that's attuned to it.
Of note, Mike Finn, there's a very, very important blurb under that table.
Additional enhancements can be made within reason, such as adjustments to the nature of the shard's time dilation.
So the possibilities of the nature of the cube and what they are right now aren't just what you're reading, but
That's a fair point. Oh, Gertie made the rooms and shit too, right? Wasn't that in his
Yeah.
in the okay, so Gertie's attuned to because you have to be attuned to the cube to make all the rooms and shit. Gertie made all the puzzles. Okay. All right. Continuing. Okay, so time could be normal in here. We don't know. All right, I'm gonna keep it tuning.
Yeah.
It's the last tangent I got us on.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, I don't think he just wouldn't know that this is going to destroy him. He picks the cube up off of his master that dies here. Or, you can't die. Well, he got murdered here, right? That's what we think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can die in this thing.
So, like, he didn't age out. He got murdered.
Yeah, you got a hole in him.
And then he picked up the cube. Because he, I guess, saw the master use the cube. So he just figured out how to fucking use the cube. But he doesn't know all the intimate rules of the cube, perhaps. So that's why he's like, oh, you want to get out? This is how I get out. Here you go. And he doesn't know this is going to eviscerate him if we attune to it. So I think this adds up.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I follow that. All right. All right. Cool.
So, with everyone engrossed in their individual pursuits here, are you guys comfortable with an hour going by?
Yeah.
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 2 hours go by. Gertie still unmoving. At this point, Rook, you finish the final sieve of your concoction in order to distill and synthesize a potion of healing.
The first time I've ever done it. Right? Myself?
Yeah, this
First
is the
time.
first time you feel confident that you have created what Gertie laid out for you.
I want to hand it down to Kree.
Okay, Kree.
Here, drink this. It'll help.
I grab it. Thank you.
I think it'll help.
Drink it.
Drink it.
It's a little bit sour compared to the first one that you were given directly from Gertie. but you're still going to regain 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my god,
Ruin,
2
baby.
fours.
I feel like I actually
plus
get it.
what?
Let's go. You get max?
I got max. I rolled 2 4s.
Let's go.
10 points of healing, nice.
All right, I'm at full health.
Is
Let's
that
go.
is that the one with all the equations on it and stuff?
Yeah, it feels like we're playing with something that could be fucked right now.
Mike Finn, for the listening audience, is currently wearing sunglasses because his eyes are itching pretty bad, and he has a slew of fucking papers in front of him, just spread out, looking through all of them.
They're kind of hard to read in this dim light with sunglasses on.
So 2 hours pass by. Gertie's still unmoving, unchanging. After the potion is synthesized, you see Gertie pick up the small crystalline creature who, from here on out, I'm going to refer to as Vinwald, pick it up in one of these bladed appendages and place it onto her shoulder. This porcelain mask still prominent as she begins to scutter out and takes like a wide berth, leaving you guys kind of far away from her as she hugs the edge of the wall and makes her way towards the forge. She steps up, places a bladed appendage on top of the pedestal that's there, and you see a raw chunk of iron come out of nowhere as she makes her way to the forge. Leans the bladed appendage in, and you see the forge light, and the coals begin to heat. If nobody interrupts, over the next 15 minutes, she begins tending to this hearth, places this ingot of metal in, and heats it. Another 15 minutes pass before she takes it out, and deftly, with one of these bladed appendages, it splits into two, and she uses it like tongs to pick up a hammer, uses another bladed appendage like tongs to pick up the ingot, places it onto one of the anvils there, and really quickly, and like these really like jagged robotic motions, bang, 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 starts banging out the ingot into a flat sheet. It seems like she's doing some sort of metalworking. About 30 minutes have passed. What's everyone doing during this time? I know Levi's still attuning, but Roke, after you wrap up this potion making process with Kree still in your bag, what are you doing?
I want to look for anything valuable in the room that I can stick into my RL bag.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here.
SL bag, sorry.
RL Stein bag.
RL Stein.
So, I mean, the supplies that you were using in order to make this potion itself, which is the contents of an alchemist supplies kit, that you can, pick up. There's another table that has the identical supplies that you were working with as well, if you wanted to take both of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so two, additive contents of alchemical supplies, so 2 alchemical supplies. There's another table that has some tools set up, different kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, like hand tools, threads, needles, whetstones, small little pots of glue, which seem to add up to a tinkerer's tool set. You can take those as well. The fourth table that's there has a lot of like glass jugs. There's like some copper cookware, some kettles, a pot, some like different mesh filters, which are the combined contents of a brewer's supply kit, if you'd like to take that as well. That's probably the big stuff here, if you'd want to take it.
Take it all.
Okay. Now, when you guys did your mass identification, there were a number of items that you found that were non-magical in nature. I'm curious what you guys did with those. Specifically, I'm talking about when you turned the SL bag inside out, and there were a number of things that came out that, you eventually found out were non-magical, like all those sheets of parchment, all the silver pieces, the abacus, the carved staff with the dragon, some of the candles that were there, the ink, tinderbox, the spell scrolls too, and the chain, 5 feet of chain.
The ink and the paper, I wanted to take and put in the group's bag of holding that we came in here with.
Okay.
How many silver pieces were there?
You take some time and count them up. 3
Yeah.
gold worth of silver pieces.
Okay. I'll take all the gold.
Okay. Anyone else take anything else? Rook, nothing from that you want to put in the bag?
As much as I can in the fucking bag that I can do while she's not looking.
Okay. All right. Just make sure you write this down. So, the only other stuff that no one else has picked up would be a abacus that's there that now is seemingly cracked after Kree had dropped it. A wooden staff that's carved with the head of a dragon on top. There's 12 candles that are like white, kind of like sticky. A tinder box, which is used to light fires. And a single spell scroll. Now you have used the spell scroll of Identify, so it's a spell scroll of Acid Splash. And then the last thing there is 5 feet worth of chain. It's pretty much everything that you think is of value in this room. You've cleared off 4 of the tables. You've cleared off, the remainder of this non-magical stuff from the SL bag. Gertie continues to work this metal, and it looks like she's seemingly curving it into like this larger, I guess maybe if anyone catches a look at it, it looks kind of like an armor chest plate. Two and a half hours
big?
have gone by. Are we continuing further than that?
How big is the chest plate?
Humanoid sized.
Humanoid warforged size?
Possibly, yeah.
Have we seen this type of chest plate before?
She's still working on it. You're not sure. I mean, it looks maybe the size of a chest plate that you would have seen on a warforged prior, sure.
As she is forging this chest plate, the entire time that we've been waiting, however, an hour, however long it's been, I want to be sternly fucking focusing on the stone at her heart.
Yeah.
Has it been, for example, when like an ingot forms out of thin air, any indication that thing is doing it? Is it glowing, shaking at all?
Here's the thing. The only time that you got a really good look at that stone is when she voluntarily opened up her chest to show it to you. It's hidden. It's within her. You don't see it.
Did it look like how did she open her chest?
Like a bear trap. Opening up, just cocking her whole back, and like her spine recedes into itself and just opens up with this like mouth motion. As if a mouth within her chest opens up and you see this exposed stone when you did.
Got it.
Two and a half hours since attunement began. Another 30 minutes go by. Gertie finishes the touches on this chest plate, and it is identifiable as a chest plate that you have seen on many, many Warforged that you have felled up to this point. Specifically one of the lighter looking ones, like one of those dummy, as you guys call them, Warforged. She places it to the side and conjures a new piece of metal before putting that ingot onto the fire and working it as well. 3 hours, 3.5. She takes this one out and now is folding it in on itself multiple times. 4 hours have passed. Anything that you guys do over this last 2 hours?
Gertie.
She doesn't look.
Doesn't look at all.
No.
Say it again. Louder. Gertie!
Kind of hesitant, cockeyed stare. These dead porcelain eyes.
How do you send these things, what you're making, how do you send them away to the other plane?
She kind of flinches looks back towards the ingot that she's working and continues to work.
Be real nice if you could show me. I'd appreciate it very much.
No meaningful response as she continues to work the metal.
I'll see when you're done, I guess.
I walk over to Levi. I hop out of the pouch and walk over to Levi. When we were at the Yvonne Castillo in the crack, in the caves, what spell did you use to make that noise?
It's just something I could do with my tools. I can manipulate objects, small rocks and stuff like that. Just something I learned. It's not a spell I gotta know or anything.
Can you replicate any sound? Like the sound of somebody talking?
Let me read my book on that.
Let me consult the PHB.
No. Tasha's.
Hey, Tasha's wonderful cauldron of cool things.
You learn on this environment. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Oh, the object continuously emits your choice. No, I can't do like talking or nothing. Just like a sound, like that cave in or wind or something like that. I couldn't do a voice.
I see. Because I can make that corpse move, or make it look like it is moving and alive again. And I'm pointing to like her old master. I think it will be very difficult to pry that thing out of her chest. I think we may have to convince her to get it open again.
Only thing that I could do is make like text appear if you want to make it look like he's writing or something. Oh wait, no, wait, let me read. Whenever tapped by a creature, the object emits a recorded message that can be heard up to 10 feet away. You utter the message when you bestow this property on the object, and the recording can be no more than 6 seconds long. I'd need to be touching it though.
You just have to touch it once, or do you have to touch it the whole time?
Just touch it once, and then it plays this 6-second message, I guess.
That's doable.
Yeah, I mean, if you can find me something small, if you want to put it in them, but I'd have to touch it, and I'd also have to try to do a voice or something.
Hey, Gertie, it's me, your old master.
That's not a good plan.
In the time that this conversation takes, it looks like Gertie is bending this piece of metal she's working on pretty wide. By the time that she's done, it looks like that, if you were to look at one of the Warforged, like that front faceplate almost, doesn't have like eyes carved into it or anything like that. But one thing of note, you see her take out like this small, thinner bladed appendage and kind of turn the faceplate on its side and begins quickly scratching into the side of it. If anyone is able to kind of get a close look and take a look, it looks like she's carving that stamped symbol that you've been seeing of the Ironblood Cartel right into the side of its faceplate. The appendage recedes and she begins continuing to work on the faceplate. 4 hours have passed. She continues
Why the
working.
fuck is she doing that? Fuck is she stamping the Ironblood Cartel?
Her old master was working with them. He was doing some.
The master.
Old Master was doing some shit with it. Yeah, it's in his notes.
Old master.
I have procured 2 specimens from the Iron Blood Cartel. The Iron Blood Cartel originally made these. Both units, the Blade and the Grim.
Oh, maybe he's from the Iron Blood Cartel, if that hasn't been established yet.
No, I've procured 2 specimens from the Iron Blood Cartel, 1 Grim, 1 Blade. There's something fundamental in the designs that will prove important to me. The artificers had an understanding that Warforged designed for combat should not just be able to endure war, but control it. I despise the cartel's methods, but that does not make their engineering unsound.
A lasered and machined focus in her continued carving, shaving, molding, sculpting of this faceplate before an hour later, 5 hours into your attunement, she is finished, now with a chest plate and a faceplate. She conjures a new ingot of metal and begins heating it. 5 hours have passed. Now, during this time, I know that there's a lot of waiting around, but is there anything specific that you guys are looking for around this room or doing to kind of waste time, or is it really just sitting here focused on Levi as he does his attunement?
Yeah. Watching Levi, and then I imagine checking in on Creed as Honto to see, do you have a plan for this? Because if you don't, I'm probably not really on board.
I don't really have a plan, to be honest. I mean, I have a spell slot, and I can do silent image without using a spell slot, and I'm sorry, I can't do this in Greasewood. And I have mirror image, which would be a spell slot. So my current plan is to use silent image on that corpse over there, and maybe whether it could be in writing. Writing might even be better than just gambling at what this voice sounds like. And just write, give me the stone, Gertie. And as soon as she gets the stone, I grab it, I cast mirror image. So there's 4 of me and she won't kill me as quickly. And then I just run to the cube.
You don't need to run to anything. Right? He doesn't need to be touching it, right?
As long as he's willing.
Yeah. And I decide who I want to take, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the second you get it, give me a wink or whatever.
Along with up to 9 other willing creatures.
I can take you out of here.
That's my plan.
I could try to grapple. At least restrain it a little bit. I'm going to try my best not to hurt myself on those blades for legs, but I could see what I can do.
Yes, maybe if it gets hostile again, that would help. I turn to Rook. Rook, are you still able to turn into shapeshift of sorts, or not anymore?
I can, yeah. Right?
You can?
So, right?
Yeah, you refresh on a short
Yeah.
rest. Yeah, you're chilling.
What can you turn into?
Depends. A handful of things. Why? What do you want? Never dove too deep into it.
Can you turn into something small?
Yeah. Spider, rat, cat.
I'm wondering if we could get you in her chest.
As a spider, it would be really hard to get to the stone and be able to pick it up. Don't you think? What happens when I'm in there? She self-destructs and blows me up into pieces?
Well, you could be in her chest, and as long as you are willing to go back out of this plane, then you will go. I don't think it matters where you're at. All we have to do is convince her to open her chest. You can't turn into a fly or anything like that, can you?
Spider's probably the smallest I can go.
And I'm sorry, you can do this twice?
Once, I believe. Right?
2 times for wild shape at level 3.
The fuck's the definition of holding?
Yeah, that's what that's what got me perked up. That's so fucking cheesy. I hate you motherfuckers.
Okay, so Spider is as small as it gets right now.
Theoretically, he could turn into a fly, but because a fly has a fly speed, he can't.
Yeah.
It's a little risky, Cree. I don't know. She's kind of scary. She can do what she's done. You don't think she can feel me as a spider inside of her?
I don't know. I don't know if she'll be able to feel you while you're inside.
A little too small for her to feel me.
Deeper. I'm out of dick.
Small
I'm out
for her
of
to
dick.
feel me inside of her. Oh fuck!
How much time is left?
3
3
hours.
3 hours. Okay, I think we give it a go.
How much
when we hit our
room I saw if I was to theoretically become a spider, go inside to that cube, could I become me again inside on that stone? No room?
You would probably die.
Right.
Like neck
Yeah, I
shot into
figure.
your fucking spine, kind of.
I figure.
Oh wait, this also reads so.
Yeah, it doesn't specify that the objects that you're holding come with you when you're out of the shard,
It's when you go in.
but because it's when you go in, it's self-intuitive and it should be read the same. Objects that you are holding come with you when you go out.
Okay.
Otherwise, there would be no way to bring things out.
Got it.
The theory does have legs, but it's whether or not your DM decides that
legs.
if a spider is on a stone, are they holding it or not? I mean, ultimately it comes down to whether or not you trust your DM, I guess.
Okay.
Is there
How
any-
big was the chest? How big is her chest?
32D? 32 double D.
Oh, we got
Let's-
double D's.
can I-
Oh,
H
dude.
cup.
Can I metagame?
Hell yeah.
A little bit.
Watch it, Chrissy.
Watch it, Gracie. We're tuning to the cube. Correct? Someone.
Sure.
So there's going to be a certain time where you what? Bring us out of the cube.
Mhm.
Correct?
Mhm.
And
It's
when
an
you
action.
bring us out of the cube, whatever we are holding on to comes to the portal?
Comes with us out.
Right. Would that make Gertie come with us as well?
So the question is, are you holding the stone? If you were a spider
If
in there,
I was to hold the stone,
would you be
give me
holding
that.
the stone or holding Gertie?
The stone.
No. I'm saying it's up to me what my interpretation is. If you were holding the stone, are you holding the stone? Is the stone part of Gertie? Are you holding Gertie?
Ain't that the fucking question?
Ain't that the fucking question?
I don't think it is. I
I'm
don't
not.
think it is. Oh, wait.
Ain't that the fucking question?
How big is your chest?
if I was
How
to
big is the
hold on to
storage?
H
unit
cup.
at the
H
right
cup.
time? How big is that? Can a cat fit in there?
It's probably like 3 gallons.
3 gallons. A cat can fit in there. What other animals can you turn into? Maybe you can. Okay. I'm just gonna say it out loud. Wait. You can turn into a bigger animal. So maybe when you're in the chest, you can turn into a bigger animal that would be definitely be holding onto the stone.
Can I wild shape from one animal to another?
Yeah, 100%. We're not arguing about whether or not... and Alex, this is important for you to listen to. We're not arguing over whether or not he can hold on to the cube. It's whether... the cube. Hold on to the stone. It's whether or not the stone is the stone or is the stone
Yes.
Gertie.
I think this
Can I just say from Nick to Alex, real quick, something? It's not crazy.
Go ahead.
Like, I can hold on to the stone. I think. But is it just gonna bring Gertie? That's the question.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
hear you, but that's like if I chop my left nut off and throw it down the street, and then someone teleports out holding my nut. I'm not going with them. My nut's going with him.
I don't think it's. I think it's more like your heart,
But
not
you
your
are
nuts.
Alex.
Your brain, maybe.
Alex.
Bro,
Alex. By definition, you're describing a separation.
Yeah, we can, and
By definition, when you're cutting off your nut, you're cutting off your nut. It's a separation from your body. You're not talking about that with Gertie. You're not talking about separating the stone from her.
it's just loose in there though.
Yeah.
But I know
give me a
what you're
second. I
saying.
just
It's
read-
enclosed in her chest. I mean, we could just knock it out of her.
Could
Like
we?
you could knock it out of her.
How could I knock
could
it
try.
out of her? And
Like
then
when
die?
Okay.
No.
Stones that he mentioned are important to stop this. All 7 are required, mine included. But Gertie must carry it. I won't risk losing it to chance or theft. So Gertie's carrying the stone for this guy. It's not Gertie. Gertie has to
Gertie.
carry his stone.
Alright, problem solved.
Do we have all? He said 7 stones.
Yeah. He was looking for fucking stones. He was looking for infinity stones. He only found 1 and he fucking died like a dumbass. Stupid bitch. He's looking for a different. I forgot about last time
Dies
reading
from
it.
this? I'm gonna kill myself.
But yeah, but if we find the lament of unjoining or the gatherum, we should find that at some
You
point.
guys already found the gathering.
What? Where? Is it here?
So what are you guys doing?
Fuck. Shit. Oh, is it the bookstore?
Okay,
When do we plan on getting out of here?
3 hours.
Does that mean it's not Gertie?
That tells me
Mine
that is
included,
not
but Gertie must carry it. I won't risk losing it to chance or theft. Gertie must carry it.
That is not Gertie to me. Brooke, if it could be me that could fit in there, trust me, I would do it in a heartbeat. But I think that maybe we use silent image. We make her old master look like he's being reanimated, and then you climb in there, or someone throws you in there.
And I'll be able to grapple her, to hold her down as much as I can.
Have we all considered the whole point of when we leave too? Are we gonna be in a fuck storm of robots and everybody trying to kill us? Or do you think you can control them with this stone, which I don't think you can?
We saw what happened at the Avant Castile. That was absolutely more warforged than the Royal Sardinian army that we just saw. I think. Joe?
What's up? How you
That was
doing?
a sea. Huh?
What's up?
That was like a sea of Warforged. Like, had to be more than...
1,000. Yeah, I mean, the army that you're facing now, 200 strong, I said, like, at its max. I mean, yeah, the scale of it from the Avant Castillo is like 1,000 Warforged.
Yeah. See, they need to retreat from this. Like, they need to be retreating right now. There's no reason that they're inside the cave right now.
Now, the cave versus the Avant Castillo is a different thing. When you saw, like, the Warforged that were kind of sandwiched, keeping them all back, was that 1,000? No, probably not. Maybe closer to, like...
Also, we know that none have
30,
come out in the
50.
past couple minutes. Because Gertie's the one that's just making these at night and throwing them out there. That's why there's 1,000.
Couple minutes?
Because Gertie can make them in a couple hours, which is just seconds. So she's just putting them out in seconds. That's why there's fucking thousands running out of these portals, because Gertie's just making them and making them and making them. We know that they haven't really been made, in at least a couple minutes in our time. That's if time is working the same way. Also, in his notes, the old master never wanted to release these. It's fucking Gertie releasing them.
That's true.
He never wanted them to
Also-
leave the shard.
Yeah.
Gertie's releasing
Don't we have the teleportation spell?
Yeah, but we
in our
need
hands?
elements to that we don't have, right?
You need to know where you're going to. You need a teleportation circle in mind that you're teleporting
That's
to.
what it was, okay.
Also, I have a really, really important roll that I want you to make. Can you please roll Arcana with me? With advantage, because you have keen mind.
$19.
In this moment, and perhaps this out of character discussion is occurring in some semblance in character, one thing clicks with you, Levi, and I'm going to write it on a post-it note.
Stop putting all our fate in my hands.
I wanted someone to call it out when it happened.
I was thinking about it because he started to do it, and I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense. And then I kind of forgot because I was thinking about the fight.
Yeah. And that realistically would have happened. But yeah, I wanted someone to call it out so bad.
It's not. I can bring it up in Kara. It's not anything crazy. It's not anything right now. Press.
Okay.
Rook, were you asking about the? Who was asking about the spell scroll? About the
Me.
About the portal and teleporting.
Teleportation.
Yeah. We had the components, right, of the teleportation circle, and what was he using when you looked through his bag? Anto?
Chalk to draw.
Yeah, but how was he doing it? He was doing it off a scroll, right?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Right.
Asshole didn't need 10 minutes. He could have taken us out.
Why?
It was a spell scroll.
You can cast that instantaneously?
Yeah.
I thought he told.
He told us he needed 10 minutes because he didn't want to take us. Now he's dead for it.
I thought like.
Good.
Maybe that was the whole plan. He never trusted us to begin with. Back to his lab, he said.
How specific do we have to be? Can we just think of the circle in his lab and we can teleport?
I would have
there?
had to seen it or known the actual location. Guessing's gonna send us nowhere. Or somewhere like this.
Okay, well, we can't use that then. And we can assume that there's 50 Warforged at this point, maybe more, against our 200 in the cave.
Do you think you can control them? Control everything? With just
No.
that stone?
Truthfully, I don't think so. Not with the limited time that we'll have. But your guess is as good as mine, to be honest.
So are we all dead?
Unless we wait here for a long time. Or maybe convince Gertie to send more to the Ebon Mines.
Fuck.
Five hours into an 8-hour attunement, the four of you find yourselves still trapped within a shard, the clockwork nirvana of Mechanus. What your next steps are, whether or not you steal away this stone, will be your decision when we pick up next session.
Fuck, man.
Thank you for listening to this installment of Shadow of the Seven, a Nasty Table production.